George W. Bush once said, "America is the land of the second chance, and when the gates of the prison open, the path ahead should lead to a better life." I believe this to be true, and although many prisons do not take this rehabilitative approach, the Indianapolis Reentry Educational Facility, or IREF, does. IREF is a Level 1 correctional facility just miles from the IUPUI campus. The mission of IREF is to train and educate prisoners, referred to as residents, so they can successfully reintegrate into society following their sentences. During summer orientation for the School of Public and Environmental Affairs, or SPIA, I was told about a theme learning community, or TLC, that was themed Dangerous Minds, Dangerous Policies, and provided the wonderful opportunity to participate in Toastmasters at IREF. Toastmasters International is a group designed to improve public speaking, communication, and leadership skills. Stated on their webpage, the group has over 345,000 members. When James first introduced me to this program, I was not sure what to think. Although it sounded like an interesting program, I was reluctant. I had the idea that prisoners were bad, and I was not sold on attending a class with them. However, college is a time for personal growth and an expansion of comfort zones. So, I signed up for the TLC. I'm glad that I did. As I previously stated, I was reluctant to join the program at first. As an innocent college student, a classroom at a prison sounded terrifying to me. I learned in my Introduction to Criminal Justice, or J101 course, that this was likely due to my implicit biases. I had the idea in my head that prisons were awful places, and that the people within them were even worse. Now, I wonder if I could have been any more wrong. This experience, along with my J101 class, caused me to open my mind up to an idea. Maybe these prisoners were not as bad as they were made out to be. In class, we did an activity. All of the students put their heads down, and Dr. Garcia asked us to raise our hands if we had participated in certain activities. Every hand went up at least once, and afterward, Dr. Garcia explained to us that we all admitted to committing either misdemeanor or felony offenses. In layman's terms, we could have all been incarcerated at some points in our lives had we been caught. This really hit home with me. These men were not any different than us. They just got caught. This caused me to think of some of the injustices and inefficiencies of the American criminal justice system. Some of the men in the Toastmasters group revealed their charges, and a majority of those revealed were nonviolent offenses. From outside research of the FBI's UCR, I learned that there were 10,797,088 arrests in 2015. 505,681 of those were for violent crimes, 1,463,213 for property crimes, and a staggering 8,828,194 for Part 2 offenses. There were 1,488,707 arrests for drug abuse. According to the International Center for Prison Studies, the United States has 4.4% of the world's population and nearly 22% of the prison population. The global prison population is nearly 5 times more than the general population. We learned in J101 that this began with Nixon's war on crime, but I say that enough is enough. One of the goals of the criminal justice system is providing needed treatment, and our terribly inefficient system fails to do so. Our current system has failed our nation's prisoners and society as a whole. Going to IREF has shown me the benefits of rehabilitative treatment and the proper preparation of prisoners for re-entry into society. Jerry Seinfeld once spoke on the fear of public speaking in America. According to most studies, people's number one fear is public speaking. Death is number 2. This means to the average person, if you go to a funeral, you're better off in the casket than giving the eulogy. Going into this semester, I was absolutely terrified of public speaking. Through my Fundamentals of Public Speaking, or R110 course, along with the IREF Toastmasters experience, I believe that I have improved significantly as a speaker. Although I still feel nervous, as all people do, I have learned to use this energy to my advantage. Before this experience, I had only been familiar with giving in-class presentations. The Toastmasters program gave me an opportunity to utilize the skills that I learned in R110 to give speeches outside of the normal classroom environment. I learned to consider my audience's frame of reference and adapt my speech to create a shared meaning in order to achieve my desired response. One of the most encouraging and rewarding things for me was the change noticed by not only my classmates but also the residents in my speaking ability. I was nervous during my first speech at IREF, and the residents noted this. Following my second speech, however, a resident named Lim told me that I gave the best speech that he had ever heard in a Toastmasters meeting. I highly doubt that, but it made me feel good to be given such high praise and feel the support of the men who I was at first so reluctant to join at IREF. These residents also improved significantly throughout the semester, and this experience will undoubtedly help them reach a point of success when they are released. I am blessed to have been able to witness the growth of the residents and to experience significant growth myself. Due to my R110 course and the IREF experience, I am incredibly more confident in my communication abilities. With the critical thinking skills learned in J101, R110, and my SPIA First Year Seminar or V100 course, I have reconsidered the beliefs that I once had. Coming in as a freshman, I had beliefs about prisoners and the criminal justice system as a whole that were shaped by societal and environmental factors such as my family and the media. I would say that my initial beliefs were negative. I thought that all prisoners were bad and were imprisoned for a reason. In my opinion, they deserved to be where they were, and the system should be designed to punish. My thinking has changed. Now, I think that prisoners are people who, like myself, have made mistakes. The only difference is that they got caught. I believe that the goal of the criminal justice system should be to rehabilitate offenders and find the reasons that individuals offend in order to solve the issues at the origin. I've seen a significant change in my beliefs, and I'm currently in the process of creating a research study to determine whether other students within this TLC and the ones prior have experienced the same change in beliefs. I think that this analysis of beliefs and values has caused me to critically think about many topics, and this skill will undoubtedly carry over into my future studies in life. I am so thankful that I have had the opportunity to participate in this program. I hope that this program has made half of the difference for the residents as it has for me. The IREF experience has helped challenge my views, polish my speaking abilities, and show the workings and reveal the inefficiencies of the criminal justice system. I feel that it is now my responsibility to spread this wealth of knowledge to others in my life. For somebody who was at first reluctant to join this program, I am now saddened that my experience at IREF is coming to an end. I am blessed and thankful to have had this opportunity and excited and hopeful for the futures of the men who I met through this program.